The secret, using air quotes, of creating exactly what you want, even now during COVID. Hey, it's Heather Chauvin, wife, mother of 3 boys, former social worker, breadwinner, recovering hustler, and stage 4 cancer survivor. I'm not a fan of that term, by the way. Beyond all of these titles and labels, I'm a human being, just like you, attempting to navigate it all while feeling good. My goal on this podcast is to show you that you can live an energized, sustainable life, both at home and in your work. It doesn't matter if you stay at home full-time, if you work from home, you're a CEO, a successful business owner, or trying to find some inspiration. On this show, I attempt to keep it real with stories, interviews, and random thoughts. This is not a business or career podcast, and it's not a parenting podcast. It's both and so much more. You will laugh. You may even cry, and you may even get a little frustrated with the truth you've been hiding from yourself. I believe all human behavior is a language, whether it's through your child's behavior, your health, or a relationship. And when we learn to listen instead of react, we begin to understand what it truly means to feel alive and in control. It's time to put your big girl pants on and find your brave. Let's go. Okay, ladies, I am back and I am revved up. Today was a spicy day for me. And so you're going to get some truth bombs from Heather, as you usually do. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, your current mental state, physical state, financial state, it's all temporary. It can all change. Your health can change. Your mindset can change. Your state of being, your relationships, it is all temporary. It truly is. But now, because we are in a state of emergency and some people are really, really feeling the impact, what we don't realize is it was always temporary. It was always temporary. But yet, because the wool has been or the mask or veil or whatever we want to say has been lifted, we're now feeling the actual truth. That everything that we were holding on to for security was false evidence appearing real. That's it. So today is day 3 of the Getting Out of Your Own Way mini course. I'm doing this live inside of a Facebook group. And if you haven't heard me talk about it before, or you do not have the PDF, you want to participate, you're welcome to do so. You can just head on over to heatherchauvin.com/workshop. And every day for the next few days, and then after that, I'm probably going to do some live Q&As and things like that. I've been in this group and it's just been amazing because it's a free course that I created. And I thought, okay, because of the time, because of what's going on, I'm just going to go in there live and reteach the episodes. So actually, when you download it, there are videos accompanying it. So you don't even have to join the Facebook group if you don't want to. You just have more live interaction with me inside the Facebook group. So today I went on and we were talking about creating the reality that you want to create. And the first part was reverse engineering the belief cycle, the belief system. And I show what that is on the PDF. And then the second part is reverse engineering how you want to feel in your life. And I'm going to read some of the comments to you of the aha moments from this conversation, because I think it is really, really important to understand how our emotional states manipulate us and how we are chronically sabotaging what we want and desire in our life because of them. And I am a true believer, somebody who has suffered and been challenged with depression, like suicidal thoughts as a teenager, paralyzing anxiety, oh my gosh, autoimmune things, cancer, like you name it, I've had it. And well, not everything, but I can't say, I can't eat everything that I want. I can't drink everything that I want. And definitely, I'm highly sensitive. I'm highly empathetic. And people go through their lives saying, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? And I just so badly, and I mean, whoever's ready to hear this will hear it, want you to know that you have more control than you give yourself credit for. And when we learn the skill of managing and understanding our emotions and our thoughts, your whole life will change. How you parent will change. How you take care of yourself will change. Your relationship to time, your relationship to money and energy. So after I did the live video today, these were some of the things that the lady said. When you said planning but not implementing, that hit me hard. I have calendars and lists, but I never get to them, or I hardly get to them. So I can plan, but I don't follow through. This is my challenge. I can't wait to tackle it and work on it. This, I think, will take me to where I want to be. But deep down, I think it comes from fear. The fear of what will happen when I start to accomplish each of those tasks. Why the fear of success? Those are going to be the questions I need to ask myself and work on. This was my favorite part of the day so far. So this is such a beautiful comment because, people will ask me like, how do I get motivated? Or how do I find more time? And, when I'm being interviewed on a podcast or like a quick radio segment, or if someone's interviewing me for a magazine article or something. And I know everyone wants the 10 easy steps, but we have to dig deeper. Right? How do I get my kids to listen to me? How do I get my husband on board with personal development, or my partner on board with personal development, or, how do I get this person to blah, blah, blah? And that's such a high level question that we're asking. And so it's not that we don't have enough time. It's not that we can't figure this shit out. I truly believe we can all be successful in the endeavors that we desire to choose to focus our energy and our attention on. But when you look and you think, yeah, all I do is plan, but I never implement. Or I wouldn't even give myself credit to plan or the space to plan because I'm afraid of failing. Because if I actually plan, then I have to follow through. And then someone else mentioned, what really stuck with me is the truth that failure is quitting or not trying, as opposed to not having success or hitting roadblocks. I have tended work towards avoidance when something bad happens, as opposed to just seeing that it's a bump in the road and that I can push through with time. And then she mentions, I see that it's the reframe for me. So this is big too, right? Because we have such a fear of failure or perfectionism. And so we don't even want to try to create the life that we want and desire. And I think it's so, so important for you to realize that you have control. But if you're not willing to even try to gain control due to fear of what if, I hope now more than ever you realize everything is truly temporary. And I've been thinking about this a lot because people, you'll make passive comments of, oh my gosh, if I ever had to homeschool my children, or oh my gosh, if I was, stuck home with my kids all day while I had to work, I would die. You make comments like that. And yes, it's incredibly uncomfortable, but look, you're not dead yet. You are doing uncomfortable things. The things that you didn't think you were capable of doing previous. You've had to look and have some very uncomfortable conversations. You can do uncomfortable things. Another woman says, I am so good at planning and not implementing. I am very grateful that you are doing this, Heather. Looks like quite a few of us need a good kick in the pants, or should I say, you shared wisdom that you have gained from your own tribe. I love to avoid my own very necessary work, both personally and professionally, but by helping everyone but myself. And right now, with the current situation, it is even more for me to fall back on that. As uncomfortable as I know it will make me, this time audit will help me put my oxygen mask on, back on where I know it should be. So please understand, we are the only person that gets in our way. And another comment that I made today, and again, if you really want to watch it, go check it out at heatherchauvin.com/workshop. Another comment that I made was, we've been conditioned that we need to do this all alone. And yet we're not alone. But yet we are the magic pill. We are the secret. We are the strategy that we've been looking for. And getting into a collaborative mindset of how can I make a bigger impact? How can I make shit happen? The importance of having those collaborators, the importance of having those teachers and mentors is so, so essential. So I hope today you walked away with something. And if you did, now it's your turn. If you could please do me a huge service, either subscribe, which you may have already been subscribed to this podcast, rate and review it. If you don't know how to do that, hopefully you can check it out on iTunes. I do it on the iPod app on my iPhone. And I also have a little secret for you. If you haven't checked it out already, I now have the Mom is in Control business podcast. So I think there's 2 episodes over there. So go like and subscribe that podcast as well. Please, please, please. It would make the world, or it would not make the world. It would mean the world to me. And you are always welcome to take a screenshot, share it on Instagram, and tag me at Heather Chauvin. You are amazing. Keep going. You are not alone. We got this.